What is the like expectation now moving forward? Are you guys gonna make her doing the dude scene a regular thing?
We're definitely going to do more of it, but I would say like the frequency is probably the thing that's kind of up for debate that we're still kind of figuring out. And like, there's some stuff that I really don't mind at all. Like I probably would have been real nervous about it before, but like me fucking her with another guy, I don't really like feel any type of way about that anymore. Like that's no problem. Like I'll definitely do that.
Would you do the DP?
Yeah, I feel like that's on the bucket list.
But then that's like a dick on dick.
Yeah. And it's like I'm not gonna fuck a dude, Kev.
I don't want you to fuck a dude. But if you're gonna do the DP, there's no way that your guys' dicks don't touch or balls slap or just you're crossing swords. You're rubbing swords.
I gotta do it one time before I die.
Okay. And you gotta do obviously you're married, so it's gotta be with your wife.
My leg bumps another dude's leg. It's like whatever. We all been in the gym locker room before or whatever. But also like, I don't know, like it's gotta be a homie, I think. It's gotta be somebody I'm like real cool with.
Would you ever do anything with a trans porn star?
Nah.
Even if it was like fucking your wife with a trans porn star?
I don't feel like I want to turn our sex life into a culture war thing. Probably just... I'm not trying to like prove my wokeness or anything. And I fuck with a lot of trans women and stuff. Like, have had a lot of them on the podcast. I had Emma Rose on the podcast.
I think I saw a little bit of the... you guys did like a panel, right? It was like...
Yeah. And I got to meet a lot of really cool trans people in that situation and everything. But my whole thing is like, I'm not really trying to do anything on camera for money that I wouldn't want to do in my private life as well. Right. Yeah, so like, I don't... and even like, I'll like, I'm not personally really like mega attracted to a BBW that's like 400 pounds. Right. Would I maybe do it on camera? Like, maybe, yeah. Like, that doesn't seem so bad.
Would you pop a Blue Chew?
I might have to pop something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Might pop an energy drink. Might pop a C4.
Let's not give them any free fucking publicity here, all right? That's why I have their logo turned away from them. This guy's over here got the Celsius on the floor.
Man.
We're over here drinking fucking energy drinks like a couple of real white guys.
Like a couple of real Arizona and New Hampshire white boys, right?
Oh, shit. Now, the one thing I would say is like, I have, for whatever reason, I think people think we're like a lot, like we're cool. Like I think me and you are cool. I think we're friends, but I have so many people in my life that came to me like I'm like your representative. And they're like, yo, son, what's up with your boy? And I'm like, at the end of the day, this guy is a professional porn star who's fucked however many hundreds of women since he's been in his relationship. Mm-hmm. To me, it's not that big of a deal,
right?
That she gets one.
Yeah, I mean, it is weird because it's like, yeah, I have fucked all these chicks with her, and nobody really like ever made a big deal about it, like and then,
it's a double standard thing, and it's also kind of because we're in hip hop culture, and I think that's where it kind of like. People are like, yo, like, bro, like,
Yeah, and I expected, like, hip-hop to have strong opinions about it, but I didn't really expect there to be, like, 20 Barstool articles and, to have, like...
Andrew Tate.
Logan Paul, all these people, like, discussing it in depth on their podcast and shit. I didn't expect to have everyone in the whole world having conversations about it, which that surprised me.
There was, I want to say... I saw an old interview clip. It might have been when you were on Flagrant, where you had pretty much. I could be.
No, you're right. Yeah, I shut the door on it.
You pretty much shut the door hard on. Like, what changed?
Which is weird because maybe a year before that, I remember I went on Academics' podcast, and he asked if I would ever do a threesome with another dude and my girl, and I basically like left the door open for it and was just kind of like, yeah, I would be open to it. Like, I would be interested in it. I didn't say that I was going to do it, but I said I'd be open to the idea. And I remember even at that time, just me suggesting that I would maybe be down for it was so viral and such a big thing. And Academics freaked out and could not believe that I was acknowledging it. And even on Vlad, there was a clip I saw, like, because I talk on interviews so much that I forget what I say. But on Vlad, I said the same thing. I said, like, I would consider it, And so, yeah, like the clip that went viral, though, was me saying that I definitely wouldn't do it, which is pretty funny. But, yeah, I mean, what changed is basically just me getting a little bit more open-minded as time went by. And, like, me and her had talked about, like, swinging off camera and, like, hooking up with like a different couple together or something like that. Take a Friday night, go out on the town, get a hotel room, something like that maybe. But then we were like, well, if we're ever going to do that, like we probably should film it. And if we're going to,
We should make some money on it.
yeah, you should probably like make your first scene with another guy like a big blowout thing. Pause.